How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Hytale. I want to get started today with just a little bit of farming, and don't worry, we're not going to be spending forever with the good old farm field, but what I would like to start working towards are some of these eternal corn seed bags. Now, to make these, each individual bag is going to need 15 corn. As we can see, it needs 30 essence of life. It needs another corn seed bag. So what I'm gonna do now is go ahead and make just a whole bunch of regular corn seed bags. We'll do about 40 of these. And then of course we just go ahead and plant all 40 of these corn seed bags. I'm not sure, I mean, I was gonna say I'm not sure if it's enough to fill up the entire farm. I know it's not enough to fill up the entire farm because this was originally 64 tiles, 64 plots when we first built it, and I've extended it a little bit since then. So yeah, it's not even enough to fill half of it right now. So you know what? I think I'm gonna get some more corn, and I think we're gonna let this grow while we go out and adventure. So much so, well, actually, I was gonna say that we use all of the essence. I think we just use another, I think we get another 30 corn seeds and see if that's enough to, yeah, it's not gonna be. I was gonna say if it's enough to fill up the entire thing, but looking at this, it is not gonna be. So I guess we need another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 is 10, 11, 12, 11, 12, 14, I think is what we need. I might be wrong on that, but we'll get 10, we'll get another 4, and I'm curious to see if I happen to be right on this. I think I might have got a few. Oh, hold on, did I get it right? I absolutely did. Okay. I didn't count how many seeds we put down there, but I'm excited for all this to grow, assuming it does and assuming it's irrigated, which I'd really like to find out because I'm not 100% sure that the little water thing we have got. Oh no, I have to go and irrigate. I have to water all of this. Oh no. Now I think we will be fine to not manually water this entire thing once we have the eternal seeds down. I'm also noticing that the seeds I planted that are near my torches are already starting to grow. So corn is, oh no, it is all starting to grow. These ones definitely started growing quicker, but I think given that the rest of it is starting to come together, it's not going to be too long before this all starts to grow and do its thing, which is absolutely fantastic news. Hopefully that gets us a ton of essence of life, and hopefully that gets us a ton of corn, because I do really want to get my hands on these eternal seeds, which, by the way, in case you missed it, I did explain a few episodes ago what these do. Basically, with the normal seeds that we have in here, the way they work is the corn will grow, I will harvest it, and then I will need to put down more seeds and grow more corn. The eternal ones, as you might be able to tell from the name, well, I don't need to replant them. So it's a way to just have corn growing and growing and growing. Although I'm not sure that this entire little field here is going to be eternal corn. Well, actually, no, I think it will be. I think if we want other eternal seeds, we build more fields. I think over this way would be a great spot for some animals. And so that's something we can touch on a little bit later on once we get around to farming again. But for now, what I would like to do is, given that it's getting a little bit dark, I want to head up to bed. And then once it's light in the morning, I want to go ahead and head south again so that we can maybe get our hands on a little bit more thorium ore. Because my goal, my very simple goal, I can't sleep yet. Oh, that's unfortunate. My very simple goal today is to get a set of thorium armor, which unfortunately means going back down into those horrible, horrible caves. But before we do, oh my God, look at all that. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that again. Before we do, I actually do have something I want to show you, which is that I've swapped out one of the mods that I was using previously. Now, in the past, I've been using a mod that I think was called I Spy to get that information you can see now in the top left of the screen about blocks that are in front of me. So I can see that this one is full grass. I can see that this is short, lush grass plant. I can see that this is gravel and this is stone. But what I can also see if I equip something is that the mining speed on this block with my current tool would be 0.05, which is not particularly good. However, I can see on a tree it would be 0.3, which is why this iron axe would take 4 hits to take down a single log block, because I think you want it to be as if it's 1 hit. So it's basically, 3 hits would be 0.9, so you need that 4th one. Whereas this guy, the thorium axe, is 0.5, and that's why it's 2 hits to take this out. Similarly, we can see that it would be 2 hits to take out a full grass block with the thorium pickaxe, and it would be 2 hits to take out this stone block as well. So it's going to be much, much quicker for us to get everything when we go south and return to this miserable, dry desert where everything basically wants to kill me. Also, I discovered turkeys. I didn't even know turkeys were in this game. I also don't know what I get for killing them, so we're going to find out. We get some raw wild meat and some light hide, which is fine, I guess. We'll take a little bit of that. I only feel slightly bad about killing the turkeys. Look, I love turkey. I'm not gonna lie. I talked about this a couple of 2 months ago, 3 months ago in the run up to Christmas, and it was on the other channel, which if you're watching this, by the way, and you don't know that I have another YouTube channel, then that's kind of really cool. I do. But that's neither here nor there. I'm not trying to promote it. I don't think it needs it. I've just discovered a cacti. Ah! What the Okay, hold on a minute. Does this follow Weeping Angel logic? If I turn away and turn back, you little come here. Oh my God, it's quick. Oh, I love that. Oh, come here. I'm not done with you. I am not done with you. Come here. Come here. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You're kind of adorable, but you're also kind of a pain. So we're not doing that. We're absolutely not doing that. Anyway, the turkey thing. Long story short, a couple of months ago, I got into this whole thing about turkey, and I went on and on and on and on about how people complaining about turkey being a bad, miserable, dry meat just don't know how to cook it. Now, this might sound like I'm building towards an apology for anyone offended by that, but quite the opposite. I'm doubling down, and I still stand by it months later, that it is a great, fantastic thing to eat, and that you just don't cook it right, basically. Simple as that. I just wanted to bring that up again. I know it's not really turkey season for anything. I don't think there's any holidays coming up where turkey's involved, but yeah, no, it's delicious if you cook it right. If it's dry, you haven't cooked it right. Anyway, I'm making a bit of a point of just sort of murdering everything that I find down here because I want to get as much hide as I can get my hands on so that we don't really have to worry too much about it once we get around. There we go. Let's deal with you. Once we get around to doing whatever it is we might end up doing. Now that looks like something we could explore, but I think I'm going to need to deal with that skit. Hold on a minute. No, that's an actual cactus. This thing in the top left does feel slightly like cheating when I can see that something's not a mob, but it's fine. It's not the end of the world. Let's be taking you out a little bit. Can I get down here relatively easily? It looks like I can. So let's do a torch here. Let's do a torch down here. Let's do some torches here. And let's see if I can sort of continue my way down this way and find just a little bit more thorium. Now that is hive soil, which tells me that we're dealing with these things again. Okay. I don't love it. As we know, they really, really make my skin crawl, these things, but they do have the benefit of getting me some venom sacs, which I really happen to need for thorium stuff. So as much as I hate these things, an opportunity to murder them is something I'm absolutely going to take. And actually, I don't think that did drop a venom sac. I do have 2 on me. I found some snakes in the wild. Oh, no! I can deal with them when they don't sneak up on me. Oh. I'm okay. I'm good. I'm good. What I want to do is get my hands on this iron and on this thorium, because the more iron that I have, the more repair kits I can make. And it also seems that I'm out of torches and don't have what I would need to make them, which is tree sap. So let's very quickly grab this thorium and very quickly grab this iron from the basalt, which I can get in 2 hits, which is kind of fantastic news. It means that iron mining is just that little bit quicker. Now, I do think before we go any further down here, I might want to go back to the surface and try and get my hands on some tree sap, on some sticks, and on some plant fiber so we can make more torches, because I'm a bit of an idiot and I forgot to come out with torches. Let's go over this way and we'll take down one of these trees, and it should be enough to get me most of what I'm looking for so that we can check that cave out a little bit more. Now, as it stands right now, we do have 7 thorium ore. We do have 14 iron, which is fantastic. I do have 1 torch, which is better than no torches, but I'd like to have more than just 1 torch. So let's take this tree. You know what? I think we just take it out right from the base here, since it's not that far into the ground. That gives us a bunch of plant fiber. That gives us a bunch of dry logs and plenty of sticks. But I'm noticing no tree sap from that one, which might be slightly problematic. Now that means, so dry trees, I guess, don't... Oh boy. Can I take down this? And that does give me tree sap. Okay, not much, but a little bit. And a little bit is... I mean, it's more than none, right? So it's better than nothing. And so I think something like 33 torches will be enough for the time being. I think I can make do with the 33 torches that we have here. And so I guess we just continue down into this cave and hope that we find a ton more thorium. Now, I think this is about as far as I went. I think I did go sort of down... yeah, this way. So we can see that torch from here, which is fine. Yeah, this is where we had the iron, and then the thorium was up here. We do have a little bit of iron in the ceiling that I'm going to leave alone because it's kind of a pain to get up to. Looks like more iron over there. So we'll do a torch on this side. We have a whole space down there that we can check out as well. We have some thorium up on that wall, and we have a whole other cave that goes down there towards, I'm assuming, yeah, we have lava down there. And I'm not 100% sure. I haven't really tested, but I'm not 100% sure that you can actually find thorium down at that level. What are you? That's... okay, first off, we have a lizard, which I'm realizing the new mod that I'm using doesn't actually tell me what these mobs are. So I don't know what this is. It's kind of cool. I kind of want to kill it. I kind of want to kill it. Mostly to see what I get from it, but I think first things first, let's work our way up towards this this thorium, because that's what we're here for. And so that's going to be another 3 bits of thorium ore, which is fantastic. There's more down there as well, which is great. I'm pretty sure I just heard an explosion behind me, so I think there's some goblins around, which is certainly going to make things interesting if I have to fight a bunch of those. Goblins really haven't been too much of a challenge, if I'm honest, but since we're getting close to the lava, we're probably going to be seeing some toads here at some point as well. And those are never not terrifying. We do have one of those skeleton things just over there. We do have a lot of lava down there. A skeleton mage over there. Plenty of iron up there. And I'm just not really seeing any thorium down here. So I think I'm going to leave the lava alone. As cool as it is, and as mean looking as it is, and as brave an adventurer as I am, I just don't think I need to go down into the lava. Especially since I think, yep, I did see thorium just up here. Oh, and there's even snakes in here, which is actually fantastic news, because these guys are going to give me, if I can murder, come here, if I can murder it, we get some venom sacs, which I absolutely need. There is another one right here. It's a little bit dark, but we'll just take it out nice and quickly and get the venom sac there as well. And there is definitely something down here. I don't know what this is, and I don't know what I found, but we have wind temple pots and ancient pots. We've got a Farron stool down here. Okay. So is this the foundation of, what is that? Hold on. Oh, it's like a hidden little storage thing. There's a crude short bow in here. I might take it. I might take, I don't have any arrows, but I might take it. We have palm tree logs. We do have some health potions as well, which I'm kind of interested in. I don't know that I need any of this right now, but it's very cool that we've managed to find something. It's very cool. Like these things, these lost civilization torches, I might have to take those. I might have to take those. Let's drop some cobblestone and let me take that torch because it's kind of the coolest thing. And I've got to be honest, I'm slightly tempted to take these ancient barrels as well. Never mind, I can't pick those up. I was going to say that I could use them as decoration at my house, but unfortunately I don't think that's going to be an option. I'm going to leave that bat alone because I don't think I need to murder it. We have some rats down here, which we will be murdering because they will try and murder me if I'm not careful. So we'll take you out. That was nice and quick. Look at that. We're getting somewhere. I don't know where we're getting to, but we're finding things and it's very exciting. We'll put a torch here and I guess we just sort of continue. Again, like I said, wait, is this a dead end? This is a dead end. Oh God, I have to go the entire way back now. I mean, I don't have to go the entire way back here, but I would like to pick up most of my torches since I've just led myself towards a dead end with the torches that are here, and we will probably not be in this space again at any point in the near future. So I might as well just clear this out and get my torches back so that I can go on other adventures without having to get all of the other torches. And there we go. We're back on the surface. I've managed to get back, I think, most of the torches that I put down. In fact, somehow I've wound up with more. I guess I put down some before I went and made more. That kind of makes sense. What I'm curious about actually is the Lost Civilization torch any brighter than the normal one? It doesn't seem to be, which is a little bit unfortunate. I was kind of hoping it would be, but that's not the end of the world. We can use those for cool decorations back at the house. Oh, that view just never gets old. It never gets old, just coming around a corner and seeing the house and seeing the tower. It just never gets old, especially when it's not missing a block. That helps a lot. Anyway, let's take a look at just how well we're doing with thorium right now. We're gonna be doing good. We're gonna be doing good based on some of these numbers. I think what we'll go ahead and do is just use some of these sticks to start smelting some of this stuff. We are getting to a point where we might want to get our hands on a second furnace, which might mean that the first, I guess, extra building that we put together for this little town thing is probably going to have to be some kind of smithy, which is okay. And I do like the idea of building a little smithy around here. I'm also really curious to see, can I place these on walls? Can these go on walls? No. Oh, that's really unfortunate. So they can go on floors and they can go on posts, but they can't go on walls. They would look really cool down in this basement, but I think unfortunately we're just not going to be doing that right now, I guess. What I will do is put all of this wood that we have into storage. We're actually a little bit low on storage space for wood, so we'll take those sticks. We have a bunch of soil and dirt and cobble, so all of the different types of cobble can go in here. All of the dirt can go over in the dirt chest or under your pillow. It is one or the other, probably the dirt chest for now. And I guess we want to start tanning things as well. So we'll start tanning this light hide. We'll start doing this medium hide as well. We'll keep the inventory nicely sorted so that everything is nice and neat. We can make sure that we're getting all of the thorium out of here. And I guess we want to take a look and see, once we put this in storage, just what are we going to need for all of the things. Now, I did mention in that last episode, and it's kind of just hit me, that I did want to upgrade the armorer's workbench, and that we do need to do that for things like the thorium helmet. So we're gonna need copper ingots and we're gonna need azure logs. Looking at the blacksmith, it is a bunch of light leather that we need for the upgrade, and obviously a whole bunch of venom sacks as well. So I think what we do is we put the venom sacks. I honestly don't know what chest I've been putting them in. I guess this one is totally fine. We'll put some cactus and some coconuts in there as well. We can do all of this plant related stuff in here. We can do our essence of void in there. We can do our raw meats in this space. And then I guess after a little bit of a sleep, we can do two things. Thing number one being come out here and harvest all of this corn, which has given us a grand total of 241 corn, 373 essence of life. We also got an eternal corn seed bag out of that as well. Do we have another one of those? It's probably going to be in the basement, isn't it? Okay, well, we'll go and take a look just while we're here. I'm kind of curious to see if we happen to have another eternal corn seed bag. We actually don't. So that's a start. That's good. That's a very good thing because I want to try and get my hands on some eternal corn. So this is going to be planted here, and this is going to be a cornfield. So let's take a look at what exactly we need for eternal corn. I guess it's going to be a lot of essence of life. Let me craft 10 corn seed bags and 10 eternal corn seed bags. Let's do another 2 of those and 2 of those. And I want to say 12 eternal corn right now is probably going to be enough for me. And like I said, the beautiful thing with these, I kind of want 3 more just to fill out that space. Can I do 3 more? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You're kidding me. Of course. Oh, of course. Okay. Actually, you know what? Hold on. We can make this happen. We can go 1, 2, 3, and then we can go in here. We can get another one of these guys. And that gives me exactly what I'm looking for. Now, obviously, all of this is going to take a while to fill up with the eternal corn seeds. But the beautiful thing is these spots here, we never need to replant them. They are just going to be eternally corn, which is fantastic. And I'm so excited about that. It does look like I'm going to have to water them, but I'm hoping that that's the last time I'm going to need to water these. And then eventually, obviously, the rest of it's going to be eternal corn as well. Like I said, it's just going to take a little while. Anyway, I would like to go on 2 more adventures today. Adventure number 1, I think, is going to be over to the Forgotten Temple Gateway, because I really want to just check how many memories I happen to have now. I'm curious. We've been adventuring a little bit. We still have 2 zones to go to after the desert, but I just want to see how we're looking down here and how things are going. We have 48 memories to turn in, which means we have now just unlocked, let's see here, we can now craft morph potions at the alchemist's workbench. We can do 3 more decorative chests at the furniture workbench, 4 more eternal seeds at the farmer's workbench, and we can make another teleporter if we happen to make the arcanist's workbench. Now, adventure number 2. I mentioned there's 2 more adventures that I wanted to do today. That's the words I'm looking for. Adventure number 2 is over this way. I want to go east just a little bit. Not quite as far as we've gone south and north, but I want to go into this blue biome because that is, I'm pretty sure, where we're going to get a bunch of azure logs. And we do need those for one of the upgrades, for one of the benches that I want to upgrade. And pushing just a tiny little bit further east, I mean, the house, you can see the tip of the tower right there. We're not that far, but I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it. But if you really, really look there in the distance, you can just about see a bunch of blue treetops, which means that's exactly where we need to be going. Oh, now have a look at this. These trees are kind of beautiful. I love them. I really do. I also, yeah, I thought I heard you. Let's be dealing with you really quick. I'm trying to look at the trees if you don't mind. Oh man. Ooh. Now hold on a second. I do need to be killing you. I need more venom. So let's just very quickly be dealing with you and taking that venom sac. And then I guess we just need to find a big old tree is what we need. It doesn't look like there are any particularly huge ones around here. So I guess this one will do for now. And this is going to be the azure log that we're looking for, which is absolutely fantastic news. It means that we can hopefully get these upgrades just a little bit sooner than later. There we go. How many are we looking at? 18 so far. That's really not as many as I was thinking. I thought that was a bigger tree. It's not. But I suppose that's okay. We can go over this way and take down another one. Did I just hear something? I didn't. Okay, we're fine. We'll take down this one and hope that we get another really good amount of logs out of this thing. Hopefully, I'm thinking maybe 3 trees total to get everything that we'd be looking for here. I think that's gonna be the last log. Yes, it is. There's still a whole bunch of them down here in the dirt though, which is actually true of the last tree as well. So this might bring us up closer to like 75 or 80, probably 90 logs. How are we looking? 96. Okay, so I was right. It's gonna be 3 trees. Well, it doesn't have to be 3 whole trees. I could leave one standing, but I might use some of these blue logs for something or other. If I could turn them into planks, that would be pretty cool. We could maybe swap out the floor in the house for a blue floor. I'm not actually sure if you can do that. I feel like I remember that you can't, but we're gonna find out because we now have 144 of the azure logs, which is considerably more than I needed. I'm also kind of curious to just maybe climb a little bit and see what I can see from the top of one of these like spire things here. I'm very, very curious to see if I can get up to the top of this tree and just have a look around, see if I can see anything in the distance that might be worth exploring one day. And it looks like I might be able to pull this off. That might have to go right there. Oh, look at that. I mean, there's nothing that I can see that I particularly want to explore. There's a cool looking mountain over there. We've got some really cool looking forests over there. And I'm pretty sure if we continue that way, that snowy biome might continue the whole way around there. There also looks to be something over there, probably a Thork camp or something like that. But I mean, this is still kind of a cool view. It's very pretty looking, even if there's not really anything to see right now. Anyway, I suppose the only thing left to do now would be to find a cave and find a bunch of copper. And it looks like I might have, well, I found a cave. Not too sure how easy it's going to be to explore. It is a little bit flooded, but if I could happen to find a decent little bit of copper down here, which it looks like I'm going to be able to, I'm going to be very happy about that. So let's just be dealing with you because I'm really not feeling like getting my toes nibbled on by a rat right now. We'll take this tiny individual bit of copper, which is not enough. There is more up there though, which is great. So let me just take that out of there. And it looks like that's, again, the only bit of copper in that spot. So we'll just sort of continue exploring, I guess. I'm sure there's more down here, right? There's gotta be. It's a pretty substantial cave, all things considered. I just need to not go too deep into it because that's when the iron starts spawning instead of the copper, of which, you know, as I've said a million times, we need a lot of. Well, 20 of. Well, I think that's probably going to be enough copper right there. That's a solid stack and a half, which is plenty more than we need. So thankfully, I don't have to spend too much time down in another nasty old cave, which always makes me happy. I love not spending an entire episode just deep underground. And honestly, is that a bear? That is a bear. That's a hell of a spot for a bear. Okay. All right. Are we good? I think we're good. I think we can go. I think we can leave. I think he might have fallen into the cave, which means if I happen to go back into that cave one day and there's a bear down there, oh, the scream I will scream if there's a bear in a cave someday. That's definitely going to get me, and that's definitely going to come back to bite me both, well, literally. Anyway, I think once I get my thorium gear, I kind of want to spend another little bit of time building. I'm really enjoying the back and forth that I've been doing with this game where, you know, initially the first night was kind of a bit of both. It was surviving and adventuring, but also building a house. And then there were more adventures to get better gear and then some building. And now we're back out adventuring. I'm kind of thinking, oh, it's a pike. I'm kind of thinking, oh, what the hell are you? That is a fen stalker. Okay. Don't like you. Not a fan. Not a fan. Nope. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Let's never fight one of those again because it's kind of horrific. My point being, I kind of want to do another little bit of building. I think I do really want to try this idea where we build something like a smithy so that I can have a dedicated space for smelting stuff. I think multiple furnaces would be really cool in that space, even if it means that my storage underground isn't quite as effective as it could be because the smithy is probably not going to be right next to my house. I still think having a dedicated space where we can craft or, well, smelt stuff, I think it'll just look really cool. And that's kind of what I'm looking for. I also love that this is all grown already. So let me, did I miss one? I guess I missed one. Okay. And look at this. This is what I was talking about. So I can just harvest this. I get the essence and it just starts growing again. And you'll notice it's also been watered. So once we get all of this, I don't need to water it again. Oh, I'm excited. I'm very excited about that. Very, very excited about that. That's going to be good. So we need some more corn seed bags here. Let's craft one and craft this. Unfortunately, it looks like we're going to need so much more essence of life. I might need to plant some things that aren't eternal corn here, but we'll see how that goes. Also, the mod that I was talking about up in the top left, you can see that it actually tells me about the growth stage of the crops that I'm looking at. A little bit cheaty, but it's really nice to know that, and it's really nice to sort of keep an eye on that. So I'm not really too concerned about that being kind of easy. What I would like to do, I guess, is put all of this as, actually, no, I want to have a look at this Azure log, and there is unfortunately nothing I can do with it. That's a little bit disappointing, but it's not the end of the world. I would like to get the Arcanist's workbench sooner than later as well. We need more Essence of the Void, which means I'm going to have to go out at night and fight a bunch of different creatures, but we can absolutely make that happen. And I suppose what we should also do while we're here is grab a bunch of sticks, and I think we're going to use those to, I think they're going to be fuel for the furnace, if I'm completely honest with you. So let's, first off, let's go around here and drop off our venom sacks. Then we can throw a bunch of sticks into the furnace here. We can take all of this thorium. We can throw some more stuff into our tanning rack. So we have a bunch of heavy hide. We have some medium hide as well. We'll take the heavy leather that we have in here and we can throw all of this extra thorium into here alongside that leather. We have 69 thorium ingots, which is just amazing news. Looking in here, we have everything we need except for the copper ingots. And then looking in here, we need more light leather. So unfortunately, I guess while we wait for this to smelt, although I'm going to be honest, I'm very tempted to, you know what, I'm going to take this out of here. I'm putting the copper in here because I kind of need it. I need more copper, I think, than I need thorium right now. So we'll let that go and do some copper stuff. I need to go and murder a bunch of poor innocent creatures because I need 8 more light leather. And then I'm probably going to need more leather for crafting armor and things like that. But I need to kill 8 little creatures, starting with you, because I need light leather. And I don't love doing that. I'm not killing you. I don't think frogs give me leather or hide, but we'll find out. They do not. Okay. I don't know why I don't know if I am surprised about that. You know, kind of annoyingly, there's not that much out here that I can get light hide from. There's the occasional deer, but it's usually just one. There have been no chickens, which we found to be relatively good for it, but we do also get it from sheep. We get wool scraps from sheep too, but I can get, I think, an individual little single piece of light hide from a single sheep. So we're up to 7, which does mean that this sheep here is also going to have to go because, again, I kind of need 8. So we'll take that. We can head back home. We get a little bit of wool from that. We get some meat from that. So we're getting, you get a lot. You get a lot of resources from different animals in this game, and I really like that. It's nice getting multiple things whenever you kill a mob. It's just neat. It's just neat, which basically sums up my thoughts in this entire game. I'm really enjoying it, and I've had a couple of people that I know asking me about, like, what is it about Hytale that I really enjoy? I had people asking me on a live stream when the game first came out. I've had people asking me, like friends asking me in DMs and chats and stuff like that. And it's really hard to put into sort of you know, I'm not trying to be like dramatic. I'm not trying to be like, you know, I'm not trying to like dance around it or like, you know, not. Look, the game's not perfect, right? Like there's so much more still to come in Hytale, and I'm excited about it. I guess the thing with Hytale for me is that this reminds me so much of, well, there's elements of Minecraft in here, obviously, but I think there's also elements of like Terraria, and there's elements of other survival games that I've played. But more so than any of that, because you can, you know, there's a million Minecraft clones. There's a bunch of games that are kind of like Terraria. And there's, you know, Steam has more open world survival crafter games than it knows what to do with. With Hytale, there's just something about it that reminds me of the feeling that I had when I first played Minecraft like 15 years ago. It takes me back to when I was a teenager, you know, and first getting into PC gaming, because Minecraft was my first PC game. Well, no, not technically. It was when I had a laptop that I was using for college, and I tried to run Minecraft on it, and I got like 10 frames per second, and I played it like that for months until I got a gaming PC, and then I could play Minecraft at like 30 frames per second, which was ungodly at the time. It was unheard of. But yeah, it was just a great time. Like it was my gateway into like proper PC gaming. When I was a kid, I played PC games on like the shared family computer and stuff like that. But this was my computer. This was my time to play PC games. And Minecraft was like the first one, you know? I had played SimCity and all the different SimCities on different computers over the years, but this was my first PC. So yeah, Minecraft kind of being that first game, this takes me back to that sense of like wanting to go out and explore, wanting to go out and see what's in this world, wanting to build, you know, my first house and my first little tower and bedroom and my first farm. It's not perfect. Hytale it's not perfect, but I'm really, really enjoying this. And also, if I'm completely honest, if I'm completely transparent with you, I'm sure, like I said earlier, I'm sure most of you watching this are aware that I have another channel, and I've been doing that channel for almost like 13 and a half years. I've been doing city builders and management games and stuff like that for 13 and a half years. Every other video that I put out is like, oh, we're gonna make software, we're gonna build a road, we're gonna put down some train lines. So from just like a creative point of view, even if we're not building the most creative stuff in the world, wait, you can upgrade furnaces? I didn't know this was a... I've known you could upgrade furnaces for a while. I didn't know the update for upgraded furnaces was in the game. I thought it was in the pre-release. I'm probably not playing pre-release, but upgrading furnaces will be really cool. Anyway, the long and short of it, of what I'm talking about, is that this just takes me back, and I just really enjoy it, and it's such a breath of fresh air for me creatively. As dramatic as that sounds, it's nice to play a game and sort of share it on a YouTube channel where it's like there aren't any expectations of the next whatever video on this channel other than Hytale. And fun fact, the first ever gaming videos I posted on YouTube were about 15 years ago, and they were on a different YouTube channel, and they were Minecraft videos. The first gaming videos I ever made were Minecraft videos. So this adventure in Hytale it just takes me back. It takes me way, way back, and I love it. Anyway, let's upgrade this armor as workbench so that we can start to make thorium gear. Let's upgrade, once we get this last little bit of light leather, the other one over here. We'll get this upgraded as well, the blacksmith's anvil to tier 2, so I can start to make thorium weapons. And I think we will, just right off the rip, make thorium daggers, because I have, like I said, never played around all that much with daggers, and I'm very curious to see how that goes. I think when it comes to thorium armor, we are gonna need a lot of medium leather, which means killing a whole bunch of bears and cows, I think. We're also kind of low on venom sacks, unfortunately, so we're kind of Yeah, it's going to be a little bit tricky, I think, to get a full set of thorium gear today. Although, well, no, the venom sacks are going to be a problem. I think we have enough venom sacks to make a helmet, which I'm going to do. And I think we have enough to make the cuirass, although we don't have the medium leather, but we do have 2 medium hides. So let's get both of those turned into leather. Let's go over here and make a thorium cuirass so that we can upgrade our chest armor into thorium. Let's put the iron armor in here. And honestly, that looks pretty cool, all things considered. I mean, it's still a little goofy with the glasses underneath the helmet, so we're not going to be looking at that. But the thorium stuff, I think, looks really, really cool, and I'm really pleased that we've managed to get some of that. Now, it is nighttime, so I think what we'll do is take a bit of a nap, and then we're going to go out and try and find a bear or, well, actually, I'm not going to test out in that sheep. I'd feel bad. That sheep's been here forever. I want to try out these daggers. I really want to try out these daggers. I'm thinking we kind of need a bear. Well, actually, no, bears give us heavy hide. So it's not even bear. I need to find like wolves or something to murder so that I can get some medium hide, because that's what we're kind of needing for all of our thorium. And obviously, I mean, if I can find some spiders, we can get some venom sacks as well. So I feel kind of horrible about this, but it turns out horses are a really, really good source of medium hide. So this is kind of what I've resorted to, is killing a herd of wild horses. There's also a snake here that I can get some venom from. So we're going to be doing that as well. And I'm kind of thinking I might just sort of, oh, it's one of these things again. I'm just going to sort of vaguely continue north and see what I can find, because as it stands right now, I have 6 medium hide, and I know that's not enough. This right here, a spider, is kind of fantastic. That gives me another venom sack. You are going to give me absolutely nothing that I need, but will murder you anyway. I'm really, really enjoying these daggers. They're really fun. I'm also kind of loving that I can just murder things so quickly with them. Like, look at this. Just take him out. I mean, we didn't even need that last hit, which is just fantastic. Now you over there, what kind of hide do you give me? I feel really bad about this, but I just need to see what you give me. Heavy hide. Okay. Well, now we know. Now I should probably mention that another reason I want to travel just this little bit further north is because we are now going to be approaching a bit of a different biome. We're kind of approaching what is essentially Zone 3, and this is where we're going to find things like, well, moose. And I think moose give us heavy hide. I don't remember. No, it's medium. Okay, well, that is going to be really good for us, and that means that we're kind of in the right place. We get medium hide from those guys as well. Essentially, Zone 3 is number 1. I mean, you kind of want thorium stuff before you come here. This is where we'll find cobalt as well, but I guess it's also where we're going to get a really, really good supply of medium hide, because you'll find moose. You will find wolves up here. We're now getting into some cold territory. There's snow and ice here. We also have snakes here. So we're going to get a lot of what we need for thorium up here, which kind of has me tempted to looking into... I'm tempted to look into getting my hands on the Arcanist's workbench a bit sooner than later, just simply so I can maybe get a teleporter up this way, because otherwise, I mean, the journey we're on right now is considerable. We're about as far north as we've ever been, and we're about to go just that little bit further, because I did see a moose over here that I want to murder, and I kind of need the hide. So yeah, we might need to get that Arcanist's. Oh my God, there's like a whole thing down there. I'm not doing that right now, but there's definitely, oh yeah, there's definitely caves. There's also a bear, which I think we're just gonna try and take out nice and quickly, because we can do that now. I don't even have to be scared of bears. And you know, I've got to be honest, I have been in, not this Zone 3, not in this world, but in my first Hytale world, I think Zone 3 is about as far as I really got. And I've always enjoyed it. It's really, really cool up here, both literally and, well, It just looks great. I'm a really, really big fan of snowy areas. I just love it. Now let's just do some damage. Oh my God, I took out so many of them with that attack. I love it. Oh, wow. Okay, so we have 23 medium hide right now. Let's see if we can make that 25, and then I think it might be time to head home. 24. Oh, there's cobalt right there. It's a little early. We don't even have a full set of thorium, and I've just found some cobalt. Oh, I shouldn't. I really shouldn't, but it's here. It's above ground. I don't even have to go into a cave for it. So we're gonna get a little bit of cobalt, and I'm not gonna make too much out of it right now because I don't want to. I want a full, I'm setting myself the rule that even though I can get my hands on some cobalt right now, what is this? Oh, I love how you just find things. Oh God, I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Oh no. That's great. I'm gonna set myself the rule that before I can move on from thorium, so even though we have cobalt, we need a full set of thorium gear. So a full set of thorium armor. We have the weapon, we have the tools, but we need the full set of thorium armor first. Also, that's a really cool looking little ruined structure right there. That's very, very cool. There's something running about down there as well. There's like a ruin over that way. Oh, it's such a cool area. It's such a cool area. I kind of want to get to the top of that mountain as well. Like right up there, just to see the view would be kind of amazing. But first, I want to see what this is. I'm getting slightly distracted on this adventure, which isn't good. It's not good. It's not ideal. But I want to just have a look in here and see what exactly this is, because that's a very cool looking pig. Oh, look at you. You're a mean looking skeleton. Okay, you're just gonna block everything I'm throwing at you. That's fine. We get an essence of ice from you. That's fine. Okay. We discovered a frost skeleton scout. We've also discovered more essence of ice, shadow weave scraps, and ash logs. Okay. I mean, this place is very cool. I love discovering things. I really, really do. Copper greaves, I'm going to leave those alone. I don't think we need them. And I think, honestly, I think we've got to a point where we can probably go home. We have, I think, enough medium hide. And if we don't, we can come back here. But before we go home, I want to get to the top of that mountain because I want to see the view from, well, the top of that mountain. I'm also thinking I might have seen some cobalt over here. I'm not 100% sure. Did I? I did. Yeah, it's up there. It's right there. Oh, man. I'm getting carried away now. I'm getting greedy. And it's going to end in disaster if I'm not careful. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to get to the top of that mountain. We're going to see the view. And, oh, there's even more. Are we good? We're good. Okay, give me this. Give me that. Let me get out of here. I don't see more cobalt. We're fine. We're just getting to the top of that one mountain. What the hell is that? Oh my God. I've never seen something like that before. He's on fire. I can see more cobalt over there too. I don't really feel like I want to fight those. I'm going to be honest. I'm slightly nervous about the idea of fighting those. Because I don't want to die, you know? But I kind of want to know what it is. I kind of want to discover. Oh my God, you're terrifying looking. You, can I aggro you? Just you. I want to leave the other one alone, but I want you. It is a Yeti. I could have probably guessed that, to be quite honest with you. Right. I might have made a mistake here. How tough are you? You're huge. My God. How tough are you? Tough enough, but I think I can deal with you, is what I'm thinking. I think if we can get you to hit me one more, there we go. I think we can take you out. There we go. So that's a lot of heavy hide. I'm not going to fight the other one because, again, I'm starting to get a little carried away and I'm starting to take some risks I don't need to take. All I want to do is get to the top of this mountain. And I mean, I've got to be honest, I'm not even sure if this is going to be worth climbing to the top of. I don't know what the view is Okay, yeah, no, this was worth it. This was worth it. That's pretty cool. I think that one's a little bit taller, but honestly, this one's fine. It looks like a barren wasteland, to be completely honest, but there looks like there's some kind of fort over there. It's just a very pretty looking game. How are we looking at the map right now? So we are up this way. Our house is way, way down there. I guess we just go home, right? So we have 18 cobalt, which is so much more than I wasn't expecting any. I guess we just go home. And you just know that I murdered just about every single snake and, well, other type of mob as well between here and the north. So we have a bunch of medium hide. We have a bunch of heavy hide. We have some light hide as well, but we also got another 10 venom sacs. So if we go ahead and put those down in, I want to say the miscellaneous junk chest is where they're going to go, I think. We'll also just sort everything just a little bit there. We can put a bunch of stuff in here if we have anything to go in there. We can put a bunch of stuff in here, which we don't have much to go in there. We can put a bunch of stuff in here as well, along with the slate cobblestone, which I've got to be honest, the slate cobble looks really good, but I do think I've made the right choice with the basalt cobble for my paths and all that good stuff. Now, what I would like to see is just how we're looking in terms of other resources. I think we will smelt the cobalt just because we can, just because I feel like that's, you know, otherwise it's going to be sitting there doing nothing, kind of like the all of this iron ore that we have in here. We can also grab maybe a stack of sticks and use those to smelt everything that's in my my furnace over here. And the beautiful thing with this is actually, if we smelt this cobalt, we can upgrade the furnace, and if we do that, it will reduce smelting times and increase storage capacity. So this is probably worth doing. Looking over this way, we are going to need, let's see, so we need some gauntlets. We need 3 medium leather for that. We need 6 for this. We need 3, and we need 1. So we now have enough to make all the rest of the thorium armor that I could possibly want. And that makes me really, really happy. Now, if I want to upgrade this thing further, we are going to need a lot of Essence of the Void, which is going to take forever. That's going to be for adamantite, which we can get from fiery biomes. A lot of cobalt as well. So cobalt gear, I think, being the next step. I mean, it's shadow weave scraps as well. That's going to be a bit of a nightmare to figure out. But I think for now, thorium is a pretty good spot to be in. I'm very, very happy about that. And so I guess with 9 medium leather, let's go ahead and make the thorium gauntlets, and let's go ahead and make the thorium greaves. And that will give us our full set of thorium armor, which I absolutely adore. I need to give my character a cape. I do. I think he needs a cape now that he's got the green armor. I think a little cape right here would look kind of fantastic. The problem is if I take off all of his armor and he wears a cape, he looks a little bit silly, but I think we maybe just keep the armor on him and we don't worry too much about him looking silly, because he's going to look good with a good looking cape. Although I'd have to do that from the avatar creation thing in the main menu. So we're not going to worry too much about that right now, but that is something we can dabble in a little bit down the line. As for now, we have 37 thorium ingots left. We have so much iron ore still in here to smelt our way through. We're going to be working on the cobalt stuff here now as well, which is great. I think what I'd like to do next then is, given we have now got a full set of thorium, I mean, look, I do want to do some building, so that might be the next little step that we do here. I might start working on, I want to get some animals, specifically chickens, because you can get a chicken coop and that can give you a nice source of eggs, even though eggs are only used in making dough and it's just a stupid recipe. But I want some chickens out here. I want a chicken coop out here. I want to start working on like a little blacksmith building as well. But I think as well as all of that, I want to start working towards getting the Arcanist's workbench. Now, the linen scraps needed for this are relatively easy to come by. If we just murder a bunch of skeletons, we will get these. The Essence of the Void is slightly trickier, because what we're going to need to go and do is head out at night and pick fights with certain types of evil creatures and get Essence of the Void from those. Also, that moon is very ominous looking. But that's something we can do. We don't need that much Essence of the Void right now. And if I can get that Arcanist's Workbench, I can start making portals, and I can use portals to, or teleporters or whatever they're called. I can use those to get from my house to places like the ruined fort. I could use those to get up into the snow. I could use them to get down into the desert nice and quickly, or over towards whatever I want. I just need to build a portal here in my house and a portal up at the place I want to go to, and we can just go between them super, super quickly. But as the sun rises over the farm and over the house once again, that is going to do us for today. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. This has been such an absolute pleasure, as always. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.